Welcome to Vizergy Interview Series, where we sit down with industry experts shaping the future of hospitality marketing. Today, we're diving into the world of SEO with Trish Leighton, Senior Manager of Search at Vizergy, who has over a decade of experience helping brands get discovered online. Hey, Trish. Thanks
Hi,
for
Jack.
taking a minute.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing this. All right, first question. How do you approach SEO for hospitality businesses, especially when competing with the dreaded OTAs?
So OTAs really dominate a certain part of the booking funnel, like the top funnel terms, like broad location searches, hotels, and fill in the blank. Where they don't have the competitive edge, though, is the more conversational searches. When you're looking to book, you're starting to think about converting. What do you want in your hotel? Where do you want to stay? These are the searches that are a bit longer, they're more detailed, they're more complex. They don't show up as often there because that's more specific. And those are the terms we want the visibility for because those are the ones that convert, right? So what we want to do is focus on making the site really as powerful as possible and speaking to that part of the journey. Using content that's really valuable. What are the amenities you have on property? What do you bring into the table? What can people do in the area when they're coming and staying with you? What specials and packages do you have? What time is your restaurant happy hour? That sort of stuff gets eaten up by those AI engines, and that's where you can really kind of shine. Especially when we're seeing now in search results, AI overviews, people are using LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity. OTAs don't have the same power in those as like a regular hotel website. So you kind of have more of an even playing field, and that's where you can get a lot of visibility that OTAs can't.
Oh yeah, it's an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
All right, well, you mentioned AI overview results, so we gotta press in there. How has the growth of these results and LLM platforms like ChatGPT changed how people are searching for travel?
So it's not only changing how they're searching, but also how they're consuming the information they're getting. The shift is kind of twofold there. So people are using, like I mentioned, more conversational tones. They're asking questions. There's a lot more layers to their queries. They want all of the information at once, right? So our search results are kind of in response to that. They're going to be a lot more detailed. These AI engines are trying to anticipate, well, what's their follow-up question going to be, and give that to you all at once. They're bringing in sources from all over the place, from OTAs, from blogs, from your FAQ page. The results are really detailed. People are getting kind of what they need in that search, so they're also not clicking to websites. So we're seeing a really big rise in what we call zero-click searches, which means they got the answer, they don't have to click to get any further information. So it's really kind of impacting that journey from there, where they're getting that answer like right up front, right what they need and everything they need, plus things they didn't know they needed, extra information. So it's really shifted kind of the way people are searching and interacting with the results.
Perfect. How do seasonal trends and travel behaviors influence your keyword research and content planning?
So we're really moving away from keyword research, honestly. We're not so concerned with like specific couple words that people might use to find something. What we want to know now, or how I approach it, is what content do you have on your website that's going to get eaten up by these AI engines? Do you have the answers to the questions that people are actually asking? So, do you have lists of the things on the property people can do? Can I find out, what your special rates are, what kind of packages you have, events going on nearby? That's the kind of stuff that the AI engines are looking for because that's what people are searching for now.
Right.
So it's not like, oh, a hotel in Minneapolis, that's not going to cut it. So we just want to make sure that we're answering the questions people are asking. And how we kind of do that is I would put myself in, a potential guest's shoes, and I would search myself on all the platforms. What's showing up? What kind of content is getting favored in those results? What does that look like? Or, what's the common thread between all of these sources they're citing? And can the website I'm working on kind of, replicate that? Do we already have it? Do we have to build on it? Just sort of like, if you can't beat them, join them. So like, what's getting, the visibility now? And can we answer those questions too and kind of compete in that arena?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
All right. Well, how do you balance SEO with the visual and experiential nature of hospitality websites, which often prioritize design over text, and I'm sorry. Because I'm the
It's all
design center.
good. Yeah. Because ideally you don't have to, right?
Right.
You know, a good website checks all the boxes. I think what people don't realize is that a well-designed website is SEO friendly. So we all want kind of the same thing. A structured navigation, organized content, headers, beautiful, rich media, content, images, videos that keep people on the site and engaging. That all impacts your search performance later on anyway. So we kind of want the same thing, and I don't think you should ever have to sacrifice one for the other, because a good website can actually have it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I think rarely do the design and SEO departments work as closely as we do, where
Yeah.
it's like enmeshed in a company. We are the least siloed company I've ever worked at.
Yeah.
So we have these people where I don't have to go to SEO because we are informing each other's decisions at all times.
Yeah, and like we always say that a website should never be built without an SEO sort of like audit or some sort of like consultation. And we don't do, we don't build websites here without it going to our team as well
Exactly.
either, because it
Exactly.
just makes sense. They all have to kind of blend together, and a good website does that. So you don't have to sacrifice anything.
With your agency, make sure your design and your SEO managers are friends.
Yeah, buddies. I bugged you on a weekend, so,
All right. Well, how do you measure SEO success in hospitality marketing beyond just rankings? What KPIs matter the most?
So keyword rankings, it always was kind of just a tiny piece of the puzzle, and now I think it's getting even smaller. There's this whole story out there with data that, we can tell, and we can determine how successful our efforts are. Even things like visits from organic channels is kind of mattering a little bit less, because we're seeing, like I said, those zero-click searches. You may get the visibility without the click outright. Trends may be down, things that we can't actually control, that aren't impacted by our efforts. So I think what matters now is the quality of the traffic that we are getting to the website. Is it converting? Are people interacting with the content on the website? Are they checking rates? Are they looking through the FAQs? Are they picking up the phone? Maybe some people still call places nowadays. I don't know. So just making sure we're getting the website visible in front of the right people at the right time in like their booking journey. So that quality and conversion rate is going to be kind of my number one metric now.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Well, thanks so much. Thanks for tuning in to Vizergy Interview Series. If you enjoyed the episode, check out vizergy.com to link up with our team, Trish, or any of us. See you next week.